Have you ever wondered why spies can memorize faces, languages, and entire mission briefs with terrifying speed? What if I told you those same hacks can make you learn anything faster, deeper, and with zero fluff? This isn't about gadgets, it's about systems, real systems used by intelligence pros. And today, you'll steal them. Imagine reading a page once and remembering the key parts days later. Sound impossible? It's not. The secret is not genius, it's method. The CIA trains agents to convert noise into signal. You will do the same, but with books, courses, and skills, not secret dossiers. First rule: gather clean intel. Spies don't trust a single source. They triangulate. You must too. Before you dive in, ask, what are the 3 best sources on this topic? Pick them. Not 10, 3. Quality beats quantity. Now, break them down. Scan for bolded terms, headings, names. Extract the signal. Ignore the rest. Next, rehearse like a field agent. Agents use drills. You will use active recall. Read a chunk, close the book, force yourself to write or speak the main ideas from memory. No highlights, no passive rereading. Ask yourself the same 5 questions every time. What is it? Why does it matter? How does it work? Where is it used? How can I test it? Answer fast. That's training. Create a controlled environment. Spies simulate missions before they go live. You can simulate knowledge too. Build tiny tests. Teach a friend. Record yourself explaining the concept in 1 minute. If it sounds shaky, you're not done. Repeat until your explanation is clear, crisp, and repeatable. Chunking is your secret weapon. The CIA trains operatives to compress information into memorable packets. Group facts into meaningful clusters. Turn 10 unrelated facts into 3 linked ideas. Use patterns, timelines, or cause-effect chains. The human brain loves structure. Give it structure, and it will cling. Use the memory palace. This one is old school. But spies use imagery to encode complex data fast. Pick a real place you know, your childhood home, your route to work. Place vivid, bizarre images representing each idea along the route. When you need to recall, walk the route in your mind. The images act like secret keys. Compartmentalize like an operative. When studying multiple subjects, keep folders, mental and physical. Label them. Schedule strict time blocks for each folder. Don't multitask across folders. Operatives keep their lives compartmentalized to avoid leaks. You must compartmentalize to avoid interference. It preserves clarity. Time is an asset. Spies exploit windows. Use spaced repetition to exploit yours. Review short and often, not long and late. The first review within 24 hours, the next in 3 days, then a week, then 2 weeks. Each pass strengthens the trace. Use a flashcard system or a spaced review app. Set it and treat it like a mission checklist. Interrogate your mistakes. In intelligence work, failures are gold. The CIA debriefs every operation. You must debrief every study session. What broke? Where were you fuzzy? What questions stayed unanswered? Write them down. Then hunt for answers. Turn mistakes into leads. Adopt a cover story. Context switching. Spies train to blend into environments. You'll blend knowledge into contexts. Learn vocabulary in the context you'll use it. If you're studying marketing, practice vocabulary by writing ad headlines. If you're learning French, describe your grocery list in French, not just grammar drills. Context cements recall. Use micro-missions. Break a massive goal into tiny, testable missions. Instead of learn Python, set implement a function that sorts names. Instead of study history, set summarize the causes of X in 200 words. Micro-missions create momentum. Agents run small objectives repeatedly until flawless. You should do the same. Gather human intelligence. Talk to people who know. Ask targeted questions. Don't ask, how do I learn X? Ask, what mistakes did you make learning X? Or what one resource would you keep forever? Experts give shortcuts. Their stories are condensed experience. Treat every conversation like an intel lead. Use micro-debriefs. At the end of each study block, spend 2 minutes summarizing aloud what you absorbed. If you can't summarize in 2 minutes, you haven't learned it. This replicates the field debrief, fast, sharp, and non-negotiable. Use the power of constraints. Spies plan within constraints: time, cover, tools. Your constraints force creativity. Set a time limit and a strict output, like write a blog intro in 10 minutes. Constraint breeds focus. It eliminates endless scrolling and passive consumption. Learn to read like an analyst. Don't read for pleasure. Read for extraction. Scan for verbs, numbers, and names first. That triage gives you a map of the content. Then go back and connect the dots. This two-pass method gives speed and depth. Employ the Feynman move. Physicist Richard Feynman taught a brutal test. Can you explain it to a child? If not, simplify. Create analogies. If you can't explain a concept in one sentence, keep refining. Intelligence analysts use analogies to brief commanders, so should you. Practice deliberate failure. Spies rehearse things that can go wrong. Intentionally make mistakes while practicing, then fix them. This trains error recognition. If you always practice perfect runs, you never learn recovery. Recovery is where resilience and real learning lives. Leverage the paranoia bias. Intelligence pros double-check sources and plans. Adopt the same skepticism about your knowledge. Assume you're missing a key angle. This mindset pushes you to test and to verify with experiments, not just belief. Use the one-page dossier. Before starting a project, write a single page summarizing the goal, the key facts you need, the timeline, and the success test. Keep it visible. Agents carry concise briefings. A one-page plan aligns your effort and prevents drift. Exploit peripheral vision. In spycraft, situational awareness is critical. For learning, your peripheral inputs matter. Podcasts, summary videos, conversations. Let them run in the background to prime your brain. They won't replace deep work, but they expand your net of relevant signals. Adopt the CIA's red team mindset. Purposefully argue against your current understanding. Play devil's advocate. If you believe X, construct strong reasons X could be wrong. This stresses your knowledge and forces refinement. If your knowledge survives, it's stronger. Record, then edit. Field operatives record observations and then craft reports. Record your first attempt at explaining a topic. Then edit it ruthlessly. Remove fluff. Tighten the story. A polished explanation is a sign the knowledge is internalized. Use tactile notes. Agents often rely on handwritten notes for quick recall. Writing by hand creates motor memory. Use a small notebook for mission notes. Draw quick diagrams. The physical act of writing creates a different, stronger memory trace than typing. Celebrate micro wins. Intelligence work is grueling. Celebrate when you master a chunk. Build rituals, a small break, a stretch, a tick on your mission board. Positive reinforcement cements behavior. The mind is a pattern-seeking machine. Reward creates repetition. Train your focus like a muscle. Spies condition attention through drills. Use focused sprints, 25-minute blocks with 0 distractions. Then take a short break. This trains sustained attention. Avoid social media during sprints. Treat interruptions like alarms you must answer later. Use retrieval cues. Attach unique cues to information, an image, a smell, a song snippet. When you need recall, use the cue. Spies use trigger cues for memory under stress. You can replicate this. A short breathing pattern or a single song for a study session. Consistent cues speed retrieval. Practice under pressure. Agents are trained to perform when stakes are high. Create pressure tests, timed quizzes, public explanations, deadlines. Pressure reveals cracks you didn't see in calm practice. Fix them, then repeat under higher pressure. Limit passive consumption. Intelligence failures often come from passive belief. Passive reading breeds illusion of competence. Replace one passive hour with active output. Explain, write, or teach. Output is the test. Input without output is noise. Build a learning network. Spies rely on networks for cross-checks. Build a small group of learners who push each other, share findings, quiz each other, and call out errors. Social proof speeds adoption and keeps you accountable. Use comparative analysis. When learning a skill, compare two methods side by side. Which one produces faster results? Which one scales? Analysts use comparative briefs to recommend actions. You will compare approaches to pick the most effective. Adopt the stop-loss rule. In field ops, teams set stop-loss thresholds. For learning, set a rule. If you're not making measurable progress after X hours, change approach. Don't grind blindly. Switch teachers, resources, or methods quickly. Speed beats stubbornness. Practice stealth review. When you forget, don't panic. Use quick stealth reviews, 5 minutes of flashcards while waiting for coffee. Small reviews scattered across a day keep memory warm without heavy focus sessions. Use visual anchors. Spies map terrain visually. You map knowledge visually. Create simple diagrams linking causes and effects. Flowcharts beat paragraphs for complex systems. Visual anchors reduce cognitive load and speed recall. Cultivate curiosity rituals. The best agents are curious. Cultivate micro-habits. 1 question per day, 1 curious rabbit hole per week. Curiosity drives motivated practice. When you're curious, practice is easy and fast. Use sensory exaggeration. Memory experts and operatives exaggerate sensory details to encode events. When creating memory images, make them absurd. The stranger, the better. Absurdity breaks normal forgetting patterns. Measure what matters. Agents measure mission outcomes. You must measure learning outcomes, not hours, results. Can you perform the skill? Teach it? Solve a problem? Set concrete tests and measure progress objectively. Avoid knowledge hoarding. Spies share critical intel when needed. Don't hoard knowledge for ego. Teach it, publish it, test it publicly. Teaching is the final consolidation. Adopt ritualized reviews. Schedule weekly and monthly syntheses. Summarize what you've learned. Create updated one-page dossiers. This keeps your knowledge current and integrated. Use deliberate exposure. Expose yourself to extreme examples in your field. Read the best and the worst work. Contrast sharpens judgment. Agents study both exemplary and failed operations. You should too. Schedule ignorance sessions. Block time to explore what you don't know. Make lists of gaps and hunt them down. Curiosity-driven discovery accelerates mastery faster than random learning. Use the "if I had 1 hour" brief. Condense any subject into what you would teach in 1 hour to a novice. That exercise forces prioritization and reveals essential structures. Intelligence briefings thrive on brutal brevity. Build redundancy. Agents never rely on a single system. Use multiple memory aids, flashcards, voice notes, diagrams, and spaced schedules. Redundancy protects against forgetting. Understand cognitive load. Don't overload your session with too many new facts. Keep new inputs to a manageable number. Add complexity only when basics are stable. Agents train progressively, you should too. Create reaction drills. For skills that require quick decisions, build rapid response drills. Speed converts knowledge into usable instinct. Time yourself and reduce response times consistently. Learn to let go. Not every fact matters. Agents focus on mission-critical intel. You must prune low-value knowledge. Be ruthless. Prioritize what moves the needle. Finally, adopt mission discipline. Learning like a spy means treating it like an operation. Set objectives, timelines, briefs, and debriefs. Build rituals and stick to them. Now a simple plan to execute today. Pick one subject, create a one-page dossier. Choose 3 sources. Set micro-missions for the next 7 days. Use active recall in sprints. Create a memory palace for the first 20 facts. Run a 2-minute debrief after each session. Schedule spaced reviews. Recruit one accountability partner. Run a pressure test at day 7. Do that and you'll feel a shift. Not dramatic, then explosive. You'll notice speed, clarity, and confidence. That's the field advantage. You didn't get smarter overnight, you got systematic. So what will you learn like a spy? A language? A software skill? A history timeline? Pick one. Start now. Steal the methods. Make them yours. If you want the templates, the one-page dossier format, a 7-day micro-mission plan, a sample memory palace layout, tell me which skill, and I'll give you step-by-step templates to run your first operation.